Hi, hi, hello, hello. We have a new chapter of Toki. I feel like we haven't read a Toki chapter in a long, long time. 2 months ago, the last one came out. Okay. So, Toki was playing against Ryuka. It was the Take Me Seriously game, trying to establish herself as a worthy rival instead of just someone to coddle, someone to go easy on, a substitute for her hamster. Um, we see here she's pawning the ton, symbolic, maybe the wind rising in the east. This chapter's title is One Arrow. I'm not really sure what this refers to. The passage of time, perhaps? An arrow is often used as a representation of time. Ryuka wearing an incredibly fan servicey outfit. Settle down. Toki in much more appropriate dress. This call now. Ooh, Toki's Eye of Flame. A Saki series classic. Saki universe classic, that is. Like, anyone's power flaring up, anyone going fully monstrous. That's one of the first indicators. Whenever Saki herself did it, I always got so hyped up. Even the president is feeling restless, perhaps attuned enough to the ethers of Mahjong that she can recognize such things. Noji-san is dealer, so Ton tells her with 2 Han, double Ton. It's just a normal call, so why do I feel so restless? I mean, that is a call that you would go for 99% of the time, I think. It gives you 2 Yaku. You can now just speed run the rest of your hand with no consideration. You've already got something pretty strong. And you're going to dealer repeat, right? Like, that's the biggest thing, is that you want to repeat your dealership ASAP. Ooh, and Ryuka throwing off. This isn't my winning tile. So it wasn't just a good call in terms of advancing her hand. Toki also called because she knew it would throw off Ryuka's Empress powers. She called that tile in order to shift the draw, then that tile should have come. The tile that should have come to me is. Ooh. This is cool because I can tell that Meki Meki, the artist for this, is a big fan of the Saki series animes. It's not just that they're working based off the manga and the convections of the manga. This is straight from the anime in terms of like the poses, showing the tile she's about to draw as like glittering and stuff. Oh boy, I have to go back and watch like a highlight reel of hand winning draws. Just some of the sound effects and stuff they use, and like the pacing of like reaching out the hand, the slight pause, this kind of like weightlessness as they pick up the tile, and like all the explosions and stuff coming out. Oh man, I love Saki. In the end, I just love Saki. I can't deny it at all. Tile that should have come to me is now in Toki's hand, and what a hand it is! Honitsu with at least one Dora, Sumo, Honitsu, Double Ton, and Dora 3. So I guess the west wind was Dora. Yeah, the south wind was Dora indicator. 37 Han. That's what? Sandaimon? 6,000. Oh, goddamn, Toki. Stepping it up. So it's a Hanemon, not a Sandaimon. But whatever. Pretty nice. It's a dealer Hanemon as well. The dealer rounds continue. And Toki now making a big, big leap up towards Ryuka in solidly second place. But now this is one of the aspects of Mahjong. It's always very awkward, but quite interesting as well. Shinji-chan here, Ayumi-chan, very, very close to zeroing out. And I don't know what kind of rule set they're playing with. Maybe they've already considered this. But in a lot of situations, once one player loses, the game is over. Cruel but true. And so if Toki wants to win, she has to be very careful about how she sumos. She has to more deliberately run and farm points off the players that can afford to give up points rather than let the game end prematurely. And Ryuka is like so shocked here. This is the most flustered I think I've ever seen her. If I had won this match, the match would be over. She had Yakuman Tenpai. Oh my god, she did, didn't she? I wasn't really looking too much at her hand, but yeah, she was very, very close to Suanko. If she had drawn that four-man, that would have been Yakuman. Goodness. And the call that Onoji's made stopped because of Yakuman and avoided the end of the match by saving Shinji-chan from getting busted. It's just chance, right? It's kind of cool though that the situation ended up being that critical. It wasn't just to get a good hand, it was to give yourself a chance of winning at all. Like to progress the game any further would require her to make that read and make that preventative call. So it's kind of cool. It's like Toki's powers are just very slowly forming so that her first opportunities to use them are in these like total life or death type situations. Supposed to win this hand. Oh, maybe you should get good. Don't you think that every Mahjong player thinks all the time I was supposed to win this hand? Come on. All right. They shove them in. The table starts churning. You understand now, right? That you don't need to hold back. Well, Ruka's like so shook. Oh my gosh, this is so sad. This is so far away from her completely icy demeanor, total try-hard Mahjong mode that she's seen before. She's like whimpering. I admit, you're a bit stronger than I expected. Just a tiny bit. Toki, what are you doing? I was just even afraid to use that power, but anyways. Toki, come on! How are you gonna be so smug? So it's all right now. Okay. Did you think I'd hate you if you had won? Did you really underestimate Toki? I think she's like super emotional too. Like she can barely keep it together as well. All of their emotions are flaring all over the place here. So I might have underestimated you. But that was an amazing win. You are strong, Toki. I see that now. Oh. Pretty sure that it's not only Mahjong's strength. Toki's strong is strong. I had it all wrong. Oh. Oh. I love moments like this. I love moments like this so much. In some of my favorite romance stories and some Yuri stories, they have this element where one character thinks that she was the one that needed to protect the other. Thought I had to help weak Toki-chan. But in this moment, there's this really beautiful revelation. Like, she's been helping me all along. And that there's nothing wrong with that. That all of the insecurity I had, all of the brave facade I had to put up, none of that really matters anymore. That there's someone here that wants to accept me and help me and is still reaching out to me. The one who needed help was me. Put Toki-chan through a lot. I tested her many times. She raised to the challenge every time. Wow, she was always there for me so I wouldn't be alone. Why didn't I notice? Damn, this is such a romantic story. Oh man, this is up there with when Toki-chan was like, "Oh, you love me, don't you?" And now it's kind of the opposite. Now Ryuka's like, "Oh, she really loved me too, didn't she?" Sorry, Toki-chan. Sorry, Yuko-chan, Shin-chan. Really sorry that you had to put up with me all this time. Wow. She bows and cries. But hey, you still got Mahjong to play. It's not over yet. Wasn't like that, Rika-chan. That's right, Yuka. Oh, thank you. Oh, so nice. Yeah, all these outsiders have no idea what's going on. How many different layers and complexes are being stacked into this one discussion? How much is finally getting let out? Seems like they've settled their issues or something. Chan had it rough, it seems. Smooth doesn't look like anyone's gonna clip the club, right? Oh. But they turned to Prez, and I'm sure Prez has totally broken down into tears. Yeah, life is mahjong. Oh, that stream of snot coming out of her nose. Oh my gosh. This is another kind of Saki classic, I think. Actually, Saki does it sometimes, but it's other kind of gag type comedy series that do it more often where the nice serious nostalgic sentimental moment is immediately undercut with just something really absurd and gag like. But I love it. So glad. I'm really glad for Shimizu Dani-san. Yeah. Nice. What she saw when turn ahead was her true friend full of smiles. Oh, well that's interesting too. The idea that Toki didn't just look ahead to see what to do to not lose, to continue the game, but also saw that this is what would make everyone happiest. That perhaps she could see a future where she won and somehow this led to a huge fight. And she doesn't want that. But that she used okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. A nice chapter. I really hope they get just more and more explicit with this romance. I'm so enamored by it. But that's all for now. Let's look forward to another chapter in probably a month or so. Bye bye.